What a great name for a hill, Humblebee. Right, at last I've got to see Belas Knap. It's a restored Severn-Cotswold Neolithic chambered Long Barrow in Gloucestershire. Some places seem to be able to connect the now to the then, connect us to our long lost ancestors, yet feel they're still somehow present. And this is such a place. With its unusual lozenge-like shape and mysterious entrances to a 21st century schizoid, man, it seems otherworldly. Like a portal to another hidden layer of existence, or another realm. It got me thinking, before the Neolithic people changed everything, the dead were left at the entrance to naturally occurring caves and hollows and rocks, as a sort of portal to the afterlife. But they limited that custom and replaced it by building their own caves or portal to the next life on their now sacred sites. Thus by possibly gaining more control over the mysteries of the cosmos. And this enabled them to alter their beliefs to fit personal and social needs, which could have possibly given them a better connection and control with the dead. Sort of keeping them with them longer, physically and emotionally. And not just a place where family, friends and leaders were buried, but a store for myths, story, identity, ritual and belief. Plus, I'd imagine it was a place to meet on special times of the year to share and remember their ancestors. And after sitting in many of these cramped but atmospheric mounds, you realise they are so very cave-like, and I think our ancestors were trying to replace caves in an otherwise cave-free landscape. Plus, I've noticed most of them seem to have quite acoustic properties, very much like a cave. Now, Belas Knap is one of the highest points in the Cotswolds, and it's at least 5,000 years old, they say. But some of the skeletons found date to 3,700 BC, which takes it to nearly 6,000 years. And the barrow is about 52 metres long and about 80 metres wide at its maximum, and 4 metres high. And it's running a north-south alignment, which is unusual. Now, the word Belas is possibly derived from a Latin word Belas for beautiful, which could have described a hill or its view. And Knap is derived from the Old English for the top, crest or summit of a hill. So it all fits. Well, the first thing you notice when you arrive is a large false entrance or portal entrance at the northern end. And it's similar to monuments found in other megalithic cultures around the world. Is it like a shared knowledge? And slightly disturbingly, there was several children's burials found behind it. Now, it may have been built with this false entrance to deter grave robbers, or to serve as a spirit door through which the souls of the deceased may walk and receive the offerings left by the descendants during ceremonies. And the shape of it is said to represent the kneeling goddess, with the shape of the sidewalled entrance representing the vulva. And there are also 3 side chambers and a long cyst at the southern end. And curiously, there was a circle of stones discovered in the centre when it was excavated. So could have been an even older stone circle here, which was laid flat before Belas Knap was built over it. which could make it even older, I suppose. And it was used for consecutive human burials for thousands of years, with even Romano-British pottery found inside one of the burial chambers, indicating that it was still open in Roman times. Its side doors were blocked up, I'm presuming sometime after the Roman days, preventing its further use as a burial site. They were reopened when the site was excavated between 1836 and 1865, I think it was, and with the remains of 31 people found inside. And it does contain some superstitious skeletons in its closet, containing possibly up to 40 burials in total. Visitors to the site have reported feeling like they're being watched during their time spent there, with one tourist apparently seeing hooded and robed figures who were walking with an energetic gait, they said, wherever that is. But I didn't feel any of that. I felt ever so relaxed. There's also one I read relating to a family from the Midlands who had a picnic on the site as part of a day trip on a still sunny day. Without warning, the picnic blanket was pulled into the air, throwing the food and tourists all over it. And visitors packed everything and went home. And a local ghost story is that a visitor to the Long Barrow once saw a group of monks crossing the hill towards her. And she walked round Belas Knap Barrow, and upon arriving back at the same point, realised that the surrounding area looked quite different, and the monks had disappeared. Now, there are allegedly native spirits which inhabit the ancient woodlands in the area, and one visitor claimed she felt a presence in the woods, along with one close behind, and she saw the shadow of a priest. And her and her friends both felt pins and needles sensation and an inward chill. And she said when she reached the barrow, they sat inside the main burial chamber and relaxed, and refused to go anywhere near the woods because of what they felt emanating from them. And she said after sitting there chatting for half an hour, they suddenly got the pins and needles feeling again. It was so powerful that the limbs were actually vibrating. Then they had slow rhythmic drums that seemed to come from outside the chamber, and you won't be able to hear anything from the road. It's too far away. And they felt like they were being warded off. Personally, the feeling I got, I'd have camped there for the night if I've had the choice. More scared of the living than the dead.